We've been bullshitting.
Yeah.
So that reminds me of the episode of, last week, or was it the week before, we were speaking about Bear Grylls. I think it was two episodes ago.
Yeah, probably.
And we're speaking about how, how crazy he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how he'll do things just for the sake of doing them, just to show you that they can be done.
On every single episode.
On every episode, really. But some episodes he pushes the bit, hit the
I agree 100%. I'm still in the middle of watching
a little bit more.
Yeah.
One episode he was speaking about how in extreme conditions, when you're thirsty, you can drink your urine.
Yeah.
Now I know this. That's cool. I don't want to,
It's good to no. I'm never gonna drink my no. Like might as well just no.
So you're telling me that if you are
No.
out in the middle of nowhere, no, I'm gonna paint a scenario. You can't just say no.
I would just say no. I already know. Listen, I understand the fact that I am free to drink my own piss if I need to in a survival situation. I am not doing that.
So you die.
Listen, so I told you I was watching Survivor Man. That's how we started getting into that conversation last time.
Right.
So I switched over now. I'm watching Man vs. Wild because I saw that that's also
such a better show.
Yeah. So
infinitely better. But like it's like, you know what ASMR is, right?
It's not that.
No. That's what Survivor Man is, because it's super calming. He's like, he's Canadian, so he never raises his voice.
Right.
Even when he's mad, he's got to go back and get his cameras. Oh, now I got to go get my cameras. For some reason, Irish.
It's like Amish with it too. You know that's unheard of.
Super nice guy. Yeah. So that's why, you watch that if you want to fall asleep. But like if you really want to learn survivor skills, right, you just watch Man vs. Wild, because he'll show you all the extremes.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah. No. If I have not learned enough between these two shows to go and like actually find a different source of hydration, there's a million ways. They fucking dig holes in sand next to the ocean, which is salt water, and somehow turn it into fresh water
and naturally
drink that.
Filters it somehow.
It's like weird.
But here's the thing: the chances of you getting that right, not very. You have pee.
I'll take my chances with that over
you
the
have
pee.
You have pee.
That's a disgusting cycle.
You know you've got pee. Right, but listen. Just hold on. You can't just say no.
I had to pee because I drank something, and then I drank the pee, and now I have to pee again, and it's the same pee that I drank.
Now you're getting crazy.
No,
now you're getting crazy. I didn't say you drink the pee that you drank before to drink because you were thirsty. Yeah. So listen. No. Okay. So listen. Stop. Right. So now they have. There's a straw you can drink out of that filters the water, and that's cool too.
Yeah, that's the one that Les Stroud uses.
But before there weren't, right? So I watched the episode, and I think he's done it multiple times with his own pee. But one day he's like, "What you can do is to store it for later, right? In case you want more pee. Again, you're thirsty and you need to hydrate. There's a lot of hydration elements in piss.
But what if you're already like dehydrated, but you have you still have to pee even when you're dehydrated? You know what I mean? So like,
well, just pee, but
that's that's not. I feel like that's like no.
I get it. There's
that's the stuff that looks fucking like apple juice.
Look, a lot of the survivor tactics that you that you need to perform in order to stay alive in extreme conditions are kind of weird.
There's a lot of things that I wouldn't want to do.
You're not going to let me finish the fact that it's the weirdest part of this. It will probably springboard into other shit. So one day he kills a snake, takes the snake skin. I don't remember if he turned it inside out. I think he turned it inside out. And then he peed in it. And he kept this as a water bladder that he was able to drink from, or a piss bladder, for the rest of a long time. So basically what he was doing was he peed in it, he tied it up, and wrapped it around his back.
It's pretty disgusting, Bear Grylls.
Yeah, but you can pee.
I was watching one yesterday where he caught a cobra. I don't know how he just goes about catching a cobra, but he did that. He cut its head off, and then after he showed you the venom spikes, he took the rest of the body and he bit right into it.
Yeah, he's a nut.
I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Bear?
I told you, he does things just... But dude, there's so many extremes. You're telling me there's no condition that you would be like, all right, I have to drink my pee?
No.
So you'll die?
Yeah.
So you'll die.
Good. Listen, there's got to be another way.
I'm not saying drink other people's pee. I'm saying drink your own pee.
No.
How many shakes is too many shakes after you're done peeing?
Listen, fuck what anybody says. I'd shake until I feel like I
Yeah.
comfortably got all the pee out of my
Dude, there's no way I'm not. You have to shake. Like, you're not going to get all of it off in like 2 shakes.
Yeah.
And if anybody says they get more than it off, they get it all off in 2 shakes, they've got some issues.
Yeah.
Also, that they're liars and they have fucking pee stains all through their drawers.
Listen, I feel like it's like the same thing as a hose, right? You turn off the water and you like spray it until it like just goes fucking limp and disappears.
There's
But
water.
then there's still water in it, and you can splash it out.
Dude, there's water in it. Like, you literally, if you're like wrapping up the hose,
Yeah.
the water's consistently being poured out,
Yeah.
right? Because it's a hose.
Right.
So you're telling me you shake twice, throw it in your jaws, and you ain't got like drips of piss just going
like,
down your leg?
Listen, I'd rather just risk I shook it more than twice and fucking not have pee in my jaws.
Here's a funny thing though. You ever been there, like, and you're like, I gotta give it a couple shakes, and you're shaking, right? You ever thought about what it looks like to somebody coming in and your arms like shaking?
No, because they shouldn't be watching me at the stall.
Yeah, but if you're violently shaking, trying to get the piss off the tip of your dick,
You don't have to violently shake. It's
mean-
like a.
no, that's always been funny to me.
Yeah.
Like, I remember people saying like, "Oh, more than 3 shakes is greedy." But like, what? Greedy for who?
It's like, and I think, I don't know how that got started, because honestly, like, even if it was to constitute playing with yourself, which I do not believe it does, why would you?
It does not.
No,
This is a function and a preventative measure, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm only shaking it so I don't have to deal with like piss just dripping down the side of my leg.
No.
This is a
Nobody wants
reality
that.
of life. I don't know if everybody, if women are aware of this, or
I mean, that's the same reason women wipe. You know what I mean? Like, that's how we handle our making sure we get
we don't have
excessive
toilet
shit.
paper handy everywhere we go. We're just
Right.
like, all right, we're just gonna take a piss in this urinal.
Yeah,
There's a lot of splashback from urinals.
yeah, for sure. Urinals. I told you, man. That was my goal one day, is to invent something to stop that.
There's literally no way to do that.
You gotta get like backsplash. Like,
Would you just have like a place you insert and like all the backsplash?
I have this business model written out, and we'll go over
You
it
have a
some other
business
day.
model written out for urinals?
Well, the way the invention would work, you know. I was watching a Bear Grylls thing yesterday where he got dropped into some like
That's
crazy
another
waters.
thing. Why does he always got to drop in so dramatically?
Because he was
he
was,
drops in from a helicopter like
he was a
4,000
seal or
feet.
some shit, right? So he like I
Now,
have to show my seal skills.
I'm going to parachute into that little crater right there. Like, what crater? And he's like, oh, there's the crater.
This time they literally
he
had
didn't
him.
even see before he jumped.
They had him harnessed on the side of a helicopter and then brought him down to like I don't know, maybe within 15 feet of like the crazy rapids below, and they just dropped him in, and he was like, and he was like, literally, I don't know which town, state, country he was in, but it's basically like a big waterfall, like Niagara Falls type of thing coming down, and then just the whitewater rapids underneath.
So he had to get out before then?
He had to get out. No, he was already down the water fountain.
He fell down the water fountain?
No. They brought him down first, and then they put him in the water.
He would do that.
Yeah.
And now what
But
can happen is you can fall down this waterfall. Watch.
But it reminded me because we just recently had a conversation about like dudes going into bodies of water which are particularly cold.
Oh, you mean like when? Oh, like
Yeah, and then
for your dick.
Right. So the other day I thought about this because as I was getting in the shower, right, like it doesn't matter how warm the water is on the bottom spout, because as soon as you pull the thing and like
Oh,
comes
there's
from the
still
shower
cold
head,
water,
Yeah.
just like a hose.
So like the littlest bitch that you feel like as the water hits your back, you're like, ooh.
Oh no! I usually pull that and then like
Yeah, I mean
let
you
it
got to
come
do
out
that.
before, and then I
But-
get in there. I don't usually be in the water. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I've never been like, how do you like? It's the shower. You're naked and the water's coming at you. Like, you're just gonna like feel the water out. Like, you want. Fucking,
That's how I feel it out, you know. Put
you
my
literally
foot
get in the
underneath
you get in the
and
shower
see-
and then turn it on.
most of the time.
What kind of weird shit is that? You don't like just turn the water on, let it get warm, and then flip the fucking thing and let the water come down.
I told you I let the water get warm on the bottom. But then as soon as you pull it, they're still cold in the back. And
right, but what do? You
water
jump in as soon as you pull the lever, like you're ready to go? Like
no, like I'm in it already, and then I pull the lever.
Why are you in the bath before you pull the lever? I don't understand that. Why don't you pull the lever, close the curtain?
I feel like it's a fairly
let it
normal thing to happen.
Well, there's an avoidable measure that you can take.
That's not what this is about. All right, this is about when that cold water first hits your back. And you're like, oh, I feel like a bit of a bitch for that. But
cold water sucks when you're taking a shower, but like there's a time and a place.
Yeah.
Would you like? So I saw this. There's this old dude at the gym, right? He's like old, like Spanish guy, probably 60 some years old, maybe 5'5", old boxer. He's always in there, and it's the most like hilarious shit. He'll be on the treadmill, and he'll be running, and he's doing. And now you guys can't see if you're like listening only, but on YouTube you can see that. So he'll be running, and he's doing exactly this, right? Like, so he'll be on the treadmill doing a decent pace, but he'll be like this.
Swinging his arms about.
Now I'm assuming this is cardio to keep
Getting
your
some extra
arms
calories.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
But he'll also do it backwards, and he'll be like turning around, and it's really funny, But he told me, he's like, at home, he's like 15-minute cold showers here too. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? He's like, I don't know. He's like,
15-minute cold showers.
Yeah, man, that's a long time.
I'm not. I'm anti like super hot water showers, but like
how hot? Like, are you just a lukewarm shower guy?
Like maybe just a little bit warmer than lukewarm. I don't need it to be like singeing your skin off, but I also don't have to freeze my balls off.
There's differences between men and women showers. Women like literally they go like
they're literally trying to exfoliate their body.
You know how like in video games, like if you do like a certain combination, you get cheat codes. Women understand if you like twist a lever a few times and you like knock on the wall a couple times and then bang on the fucking like oven for some reason, like you get like really hot water.
Yeah.
It's like a stash box for hot water. So like I don't do that either, but I enjoy really hot water. Like, and if it's cold outside, it's one of those where you adjust so quickly.
Yeah, I'll agree. But see, I always sleep with my window cracked like.
Oh, I love having the window cracked.
Yeah, it gets really fucking cold, and I'm like, I can't sleep if it's warm.
So, no, man, too hot.
And then I have a fat dog that he'll be a little bit gaseous in his sleep.
What's the word for flatulence?
Flatulence.
He's got some flatulence issues.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
I got a glandular problem.
This is the largest automobile I can afford.
And this is the Kiona and Kasson podcast.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Whatever, I figured I'd go for it.
What?
Episode number 76.
Pick up sticks.
Again. I'm your host, Adam. I'm here with my brother, Osama.
He made a bigger sting about that in pre-pro.
I did, but, like, how many times can I make a big fuss about
more fight over it?
Yeah, I mean...
I wish you would have. Maybe
I didn't think that you were going to...
it's like you play up to the competition. Like, if you're not really testing me, how am I ever going to get better?
It's kind of like you go into shock, right? Because you didn't expect this person to go ahead and do that after you had this conversation, and then they still did it, and you were like, oh, well, what? Okay, cool,
Oh, you didn't think I was going to do it again?
I just didn't think you were going to do it again.
I didn't have enough time to think of another rhyme.
So let's pick up sticks.
76. I got nothing.
Well, anyway, shout out to all the YouTube viewers and anybody who might be listening through any of the other a million platforms. If you can find this thing,
because if you didn't know who we are who? Let them know. I'm just giving them I'm giving you.
But I already told them
I'm throwing a lob. Like, no, if they're new listeners, if we've got anybody new, we don't have anybody.
Never really think to address anybody new,
It's like I like as I was saying it, I was like, wait a minute, we haven't got any new subscribers.
I mean, hey, listen, if there's anybody new, maybe you're not a subscriber yet.
Right. Maybe you
just stumbled upon this.
Yeah.
And you're interested. So hey, welcome to the show.
Yeah. If you didn't know, we're brothers. I'm the big one. He's the little one.
You can go. Go ahead and hit us with a comment. Let us know who you are, and let us know that you're watching, and we appreciate it.
Yes.
Yes. That's all I really have to say to anybody who might be new. Also, I was looking at some analytics shit, right? And do you know we have about 5% of our viewership is from Australia?
Really?
I was like, all right.
Well, firstly, shout out to Australia.
Yeah, shout out to them for sure.
Those fires are still going, man, and I don't know if they're showing any signs of slowing up. So, to the 5% of our viewers who are Australian, which I think would equate to like some sort
like
of
5.
like 5 or maybe like 10. We might not even 10, like literally maybe like 7. No, 8.
No, it would be like
8.
3.
It's like
it would be like 3.
no, 5% of 100 is
yeah, but
5.
that's the subscriber count. I'm talking about the views. We
Oh,
get like
yeah,
84
yeah.
views an episode.
Yeah. Well, either way.
Although, hey, shout out to 84 of you people watching. You know.
Yes, indeed.
dope.
Well, shout out to some, all our viewers from Australia and everybody else out there, man, who's being affected.
Yeah.
That including the animals, man. The animals, they don't have a say in this. They just have
Yeah.
to deal with the consequences of the human race being as selfish as we are.
We're in the middle of like some other big fucking health scare. And I don't know where the fuck the coronavirus came from, and I don't know what started it. All I know is that's some fucked up shit.
Yeah, man. Everybody be sanitary. Be sanitary.
Yeah, sanitize.
Sanitize. Don't be be sanitary by sanitizing.
Sanitize. Don't corona-ize.
Yeah. And also, Corona's a terrible beer.
It's all right.
No,
It's all right.
The only time I like Corona is in the summertime when it's It's got to be.
That's when you're supposed to drink it.
It has to be so ice cold. It is just before it starts to get like a little bit of slush, and I need a nice, fresh lime in that bitch, and I'm happy.
The beer game has changed so much that there's beers you're supposed to drink at certain times of the year, and Corona is one of those beers. So like, I'm not trying to drink a Corona in dead of winter in February.
Well, some people do. That's the thing. A lot of people drink. Well, to be fair, I don't usually. I drink my favorite beer all year, right? So I can't. My favorite beer is Lagunitas. Their Little Something Something.
Yeah.
But so I can't fault anybody who drinks their favorite beer year round,
right?
Except if it's Corona. Also, if it's like a terrible beer, like I don't know, Rolling Rock. Rolling Rock is the worst fucking beer I've ever had in my life.
I don't remember ever drinking Rolling Rock.
PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon might be the worst beer of all time.
It's something that I lump in with like Miller Lite, Bud Light, like
no, because Miller Lite, Bud Light, all them shit.
Ice House, fucking
no, Ice House,
Old Style,
no.
All that shit fits into the same category as PBR.
But
for me.
the other ones, like I'll drink like Bud Light, Miller Lite. I'll drink them like, that's cool if it's just at a barbecue. You're like, all right, I'll drink this.
Once upon a time we would have a very interested third party in this beer conversation.
Oh yeah, we had a
shout out
member
to Dave.
Until he abandoned us. He's like, I gotta go. Fuck y'all.
He was like, I'm out.
I'm out of here anyway.
That's all you heard.
He's out.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like picky with my beer, but not so picky to where like if there's some domestic shit for $2 a bottle that I won't just grab that.
Yeah, I'll drink that. I mean, I prefer good beer, and
right.
I think Corona just tastes terrible. I'm not even a big fan of Heineken anymore.
I like Heineken, but I prefer Stella over Heineken now. I think it's more
Stella.
Smooth. As you might know, if you've been rocking with us since early on, we used to be Stella podcast.
Yeah, we used to drink a lot of Stella, but if you are an OG subscriber, you do know that we also used to record on Friday nights.
True.
And it used to be dark out.
And I know some people drink Sunday afternoon.
Once in a while we drink. Once in a while you'll see us with a little whiskey in our cup.
Yeah, something like that.
But, we still got shit to do on Sunday nights and shit like that. So
what do y'all like to drink? Is there something maybe that we didn't name that we should try?
Hell yeah, man. Put some in the comments below. Let us know if there's anything you'd like to recommend to us. We'd be down.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's all I really. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big beer expert, so I can't really go super in depth on a level of that.
Oh,
However, I did used to work at Dominic's and work in the liquor department. So
you don't know about beers, but you know about wine.
I know a lot. No, I know a lot about like beer and wine, like kinds that exist, but I don't experiment too much.
Wine's terrible. So is champagne.
Wine is okay.
Champagne.
There's certain wines that are okay. I don't like the shit that's like super fucking dry.
I know it's like celebratory, and I know champagne really. Is right. Yeah, champagne celebratory, like we've won the championship.
Which I mean, in our generation, celebratory drinks was like Patron shots.
Yeah, that Patron.
Yeah,
I don't really fuck with tequila like that though.
It doesn't bother
me. I like
me.
whiskey more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, word is a nice exclamation point.
That was my exclamation
on
point
that.
Because we don't have a soundboard.
Did you
One day we'll get a soundboard.
One day we'll get a lot of things
where we hit it and it makes a sound.
I feel like we should stop giving specific things. We'll be like, one day we're going to upgrade the podcast, but we don't have to tell them specifically what because we don't want to make flyers out of
it's
ourselves.
Like a bit. It's like a bit that it's a reoccurring. We're going to get a soundboard.
It can't be a bit and then we say, hey, it's a bit,
I wouldn't have had.
I'd rather plead ignorance on all those.
We wouldn't have said it was a bit had you not pointed out the fact that we shouldn't do it.
You said it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You're crazy.
Did you hear that Chance the Rapper is going to revive Punk'd?
Revive Punk'd. The TV show Punk'd?
The Ashton Kutcher led TV show
he's too
Punk'd.
Nice. We punked you. I'm sorry.
I was watching Entourage yesterday, and they were doing that too. Where like it was like a show like Punk'd, but it was like Gotcha or some shit, and they punked drama.
How'd they do it?
So they set it up early. He was in the car with Turtle, and they were trying to go somewhere, and they almost took the spot from Chuck Liddell, and then Drama.
I do remember that. Yeah,
started having it out with Chuck Liddell. Yeah.
Hey, Entourage is a good show. I think it's worthy of being spoken about in So when you rate these TV shows, can you rate them together, like in terms of network and cable channels, or can you?
I think you'd have to categorize them first. Yeah. Okay. What's the best show on whatever network?
The best show on a network.
What's the best show on any given network, and then what is the best show of the best shows on networks?
I just realized.
Yeah.
We really don't talk about it.
You just realized that? I've been realizing that for 76 episodes now.
We don't speak about shit, dude.
We talk about some things, Well,
what is there to speak about that?
Are you going to watch the Chance the Rapper revived Punk'd?
No, dude, you know that.
If there's like a particular celebrity,
He's going to say this is the first ever Punk'd show because I did it. Remember, because he said he made like his first album after his 4 albums?
Yeah.
This is my first official album after my first official album. That's what he should have said on that statement. Yeah. So he's going to be like, this is the first iteration of Punk'd after that last version of Punk'd that Ashton Kutcher did. Because I'm Chance the Rapper. I don't know why I hate him so much sometimes, but I don't hate Chance. I just hate.
So you're the Rory of our podcast.
No, dude, I don't hate Chance. I just think
got around to listen to that.
I just think that as a person, he seems to be pretty cool, but musically, I think he's lost any edge that he's really had, and I also think that I don't know from what perspective he comes at it with. He seems to be passionate about music, but the music that comes out when the results seem to be that nobody cares to like it as much, he falls back, and so he's canceled a couple of tours.
I think he should change genres. He shouldn't call himself hip hop and MC or rapper. No, he should be something.
He falls into the category nowadays of what that artist is, who is kind of an R&B and hip hop artist, and has some elements of pop as well.
Yeah,
because there's now a hybrid artist. This is what it's come to. So Chance is not necessarily a rapper. He shouldn't be Chance the Rapper. He should be Chance Chance the what?
Chance the Musician.
Chance the Musician.
Chance the Artist.
Chance the Artist. But it can't. But he's
the
not
artist formerly known as
he's
Chance.
not necessarily a rapper.
Yeah.
But he's not necessarily a singer.
I think he classifies himself as a rapper, though.
Well, obviously.
What do you mean, obviously? He doesn't, clearly
His
not.
name is Chance the Rapper.
That's true.
Do you
However,
think he got that from Parappa the Rapper?
maybe, but his manager is... I forgot what his name is. The manager.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Parappa the Rapper?
Yeah, the video game.
That game on PlayStation. All I remember is kick, punch. It's all in the... It was literally just trying to get this... What was Parappa? Was he a dog?
I think he was a dog.
Parappa was a dog who was a rapper, and it was
Now
on
we gotta
PlayStation.
be like
It was
accountable
on.
for our
It was
dumb
on
things we say.
PlayStation 1.
How
So
do
you
spell it?
do you
Parappa
think
the
that
Rapper?
Chance took that from Parappa the Rapper? He's like, you know what? I'm Chance the Rapper. and he was playing Monopoly one day. And he was like, it was either Community Chess the Rapper or Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, it says Parappa the Rapper is a rapping puppy who's rhyme. Okay, that's as much as we need to know.
Yeah. Do you think? So do you think it was either going to be Chance the Rapper or Community Chess the Rapper?
Because Monopoly. I
No?
get it. But
Yeah.
no.
Because Monopoly.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Chance has some pretty damn good music,
Yeah.
but he also has some pretty terrible music.
yeah.
And I guess he's as an artist, as Chance the Artist, he should be welcome to create music that isn't always going to hit, right? But my thing is with him is that
Right.
when it's like he decides when it's gonna be something, right? So like, oh, I've released this and it's my first album, but what do you mean, Chance? Like, no, it's my first album, like this.
I've
You get
changed
what-
the
you
way
get
the
what I'm
album
sa-
style has been
You
created.
get what I'm saying?
And
Like,
this is the first in that.
right? So he finds the loopholes. I think I'm not a Chance hater. I just don't go in out of my way to listen to him.
You know who fell off that nobody wants to admit?
Oh,
Jeezy.
Jeezy has fallen off.
It's kind of sad. Because, like, honestly, up to the recession, it was just great. And then I don't know what happened.
Jeezy hasn't fallen off
Well,
as a
Seen
human.
It All was good.
He hasn't fallen off as a human being.
No.
Right?
Yeah, he's a
so
great
so
human
no, listen, right? Obviously so, but and I like Jeezy is fucking dope. Like I respect everything. Like he seems to do a lot, but rapping wise, he's deviated from. He's still hustle,
Right.
but his appeal, like you know how we say Eminem, his lack of drugs is kind of maybe correlated to his. And I hate
His ability to rap.
Yeah, every time we say this, it sounds bad, but like I know that.
I need to turn a brick into a clothing line, a Boost commercial, and he's still talking YOLO. But I need that.
No, I get it. So I don't know if maybe as he's become more successful, his raps has suffered because the subject matter is
I don't want
different.
to say it has anything to do with being successful because, I mean, he went.
So
like-
what happened? Because his albums don't have the same bop.
Like some of them. It's to the point where I haven't even like rushed to like listen to his new
I
releases.
haven't rushed
you know?
to listen to a new release of Jeezy's in a few.
104 is something I still haven't.
Yeah, I don't think I've really heard it too much. I think I've listened, but that's it. There was last night. It was Kush. That was like, what album was that?
102.
Really? Wow, that long ago? Fuck, that sucks.
I think so.
Sorry,
If I'm not
sorry,
wrong,
Jeezy. Sorry. But no, yeah, he's kind of fallen off a bit. But to be fair, a lot of artists have, man. A lot of artists have fallen off, and
some have gotten stronger.
Like-
And it's just
Well-
it's been a mix. The Darwinism in the rap game.
I mean,
you know?
it really is. You know, it's a sink or swim, and if you you sink, nobody's coming to get you, man. You know, I like it. Yeah, so this is a completely different topic, but I was watching. So there's what's that guy who just fought in MMA? Donald Cerrone, Cowboy or whatever.
Yeah.
He apparently is like a cave diver, right? Like he likes
Like
to
he dives into caves.
Yeah, you know how people dive into caves?
You know what like a cave diver does? Like they dive into caves and cave
So
dive and
you've
stuff.
never heard of people that dive into
I've
caves
heard of it.
before,
I just
motherfucker?
yeah.
So listen. Listen.
Listen. I've done that in God of War.
What if you were to
Devil
freestyle?
underneath.
If you were a famous freestyler, what would your like? You know how some people have that. You know they have like an intro. Some people like, yo, yo, yo. Like, what would yours be like? What would you like? It would have to be hilarious.
I'd be like, stupid, stupid, stupid.
All right, check it out, stupid. Like on some Sean,
You gotta like
Sean
start.
Wayne's.
You gotta start by fucking insulting them. Like,
I check it out, stupid. All right, all right. That's valid. I fuck with that. So back to the cave diving.
so wait a second. What's yours?
I don't know, but you almost win. Like
Yeah, you gotta, stupid, stupid.
check it out, stupid. You know.
I will start like this, stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That starts animosity right off the bat. Like you're throwing out
Like
names.
it's just automatic disrespect. Started as soon as it started.
You know, like
Third word
remember
is
in
stupid.
Malibu's Most Wanted, he was like, "I don't even want to battle this punk." Damn, I was gonna do it. Oh, it was gonna be great. Can you hear me in your headphones still? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I can still hear you in mine.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, guys. Just got to make sure you can still hear us.
It's got a habit of just
But man, that was gonna be good. He hit him. He bopped him on the head. He's like, "I don't even want to battle this punk." Yeah, that's probably the best one.
yeah, and it's a good thing that I have a hat on. If you did, would have.
Yeah, it would have been great. A muffle, it would have been a nice knock.
If you see what my hair looks like underneath this hat, it's like the straight hair equivalent to. Tell your pops to comb his hair. It looks like a spider's just having a meeting on his head. Like
Adam's
That's what
haircut
it's
game
like.
is fucked
It's
up.
fucked
That's
up.
why I'm wearing a hat too.
it's real bad.
Um,
That's why I can't get my fucking headphones on. If you've been watching through YouTube and they keep
Yo,
falling down.
man, people don't understand how important it is for like. Oh my, we've had this conversation before. We're never gonna get into it again.
Yeah,
Barbers are important.
yeah,
Back to cave diving, right?
right.
So, you know, I was saying like, oh, I'm not coming back for you, man. Left you, whatever. So in cave diving, like you're together, right? But let's say things go awry, and like all the soot starts flying around in the water, and you're not able to see. Like you're not. If you're able to find your way out, you're supposed to go. You're not supposed to like try to go back and find them, because you going back might be even worse.
So then, like, more people are gonna die instead.
Yeah, essentially. So, right. So he told a story on the Joe Rogan podcast that was long as fuck about how he went with some people that he's very experienced with, and they went to this cave and they went down in there and they were down there for a while, and you know they like a little while in, something happens where like somebody spazzes and they start, you know, whatever, and as they're shaking around, all the sand and everything floats around in the water, and you can't see where you're at, and
The fuck?
you may be 15 feet away from the exit, but now everything becomes discombobulated. And apparently he was like, so one of the he's in there and he can't find his guy. He's looking for him. He's like, oh shit. So he was gonna either leave or go back and find him. So he goes in and looks for him and everything like that. Right? Has this crazy ass fucking story. And the way he tells it is very intense. If you haven't heard it, anybody listening, you should go on to Joe Rogan's podcast and check him out. Donald Cerrone, he's the guy that just fought Conor McGregor and got his ass whooped. But he's still a pretty big badass motherfucker, man, if you ask me, based on what he was talking about.
Why don't these divers of caves bring something with them like aerosol, like some spray paint can or something, and just leave a trail as they go and find their way out?
Well, I don't think that helps. It's pitch black. I think, but there's
They probably have some
there's
glow in
ropes.
the dark paint
There's
they can use.
a line. There's guidelines. But if you
Yeah.
leave the guideline, that's when you have issues, because if you start fucking being discombobulated, you can't find where the guideline is at.
Why are they diving into caves?
People are
Are they looking for
adrenaline
something?
junkies, man.
Are they trying to find something?
People are adrenaline junkies.
So they don't want to
What's
find
that-
like
what's that
gold in
movie?
the bottom or a clam that has like a pearl in it, or
You've watched the movie before with me and at our parents' house where they cave dive and it floods and they can't they have to, instead of going up, they have to like dive deeper in to get out. Do you remember that one?
yeah, I think so.
I forget the name of that shit. Ah, fuck. If I could remember it, I would say it just because it's a really good movie. The premise is they
just comment underneath the video if you figure.
yeah. No, the premise of the movie, they go down into this. What is it when they have? Oh, fuck.
What did you just do to yourself?
I literally hit my fucking mouth with the fucking thing. Anyway, you can. So anyway, what is it? I guess it's cave diving, but like you know how they have those depressions or I don't know, holes in the in the land
Right.
where waters.
Yeah.
Our pops was just in it when they were in Mexico or whatever. Fuck.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
That sucks. I wish we knew what that fucking thing was called. Anyway, so it's man, dude, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's pissing me off so much. That's the worst. When you have something you're trying to think about and it's just it's like there, but not really.
But it's not there because you don't know what you wanted to.
Yeah, no, not really.
No.
Yeah, this is about 30 seconds of nothing really.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. That shit's like God of War is the type of shit you're talking about, right? You like jump in and you dive through those fucking caves at the bottom.
Yeah. And so like they went into that.
And shit.
They went into that and essentially I think there was mad rains and it flooded and they had no way to go up.
Yeah.
So they had to swim down into these, crevices and crevasses. And it's just one of those like those movies that if you have what is it when you are tired you can't do small spaces? Claustrophobia. Like when you have claustrophobia, this movie's really gonna fuck with you a little bit.
Yeah,
because they got to go through small spaces and they're literally underwater, so there's no breathing going on.
Well, yeah,
So
they don't even have like oxygen tanks with them.
They have oxygen tanks, but the oxygen tanks are only so long, and the lights are lasting only so long, and
they better fucking hold their breath and take deep breaths and hold their breath.
It's really one of those crazy cenotes. Is that what they're called?
Sure.
Look up cenote. SENOTTES.
My
My phone's over there doing the counting, motherfucker. But that could be pretty wrong too.
How do you spell it?
SEN or CEN. Cenote. Is it
Cenotes of Cancun? It's a natural pit or sinkhole. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know things, bitch.
You barely knew things. You second guessed yourself. You know. You gotta follow your gut. You know.
Well, I don't got one, so tell me how that goes, motherfucker. Oh, sharp ass fangs.
Well, you have to follow your gut because you're walking forward.
Unless you ain't got one and you're walking together with it.
Well, I don't. That's fine.
Anyway, all right. This is enough riffing for no reason.
Yeah.
What's
enough
next?
Riffing into reffing.
What you got next?
It's Grammy Sunday, I believe, today, right?
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, it's gonna have already happened, which I don't know if it makes it really.
Isn't there a lot of like controversy right now about like some of the what's coming to light about the voting processes and the how the Grammy committee has like a secret committee and a group of guys.
Yeah.
It's like a good old boys club and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know all of the details. I don't want to butcher it. But pretty much what we've all thought forever is that, there's a very what's the word I'm looking for here? The process in which the voting happens sucks. They do it in a way that they can favor those who they want, which tend to be the white acts over those who are not white.
Which is how it goes. I mean, with the Grammys, of course, like it's not even a surprise, right?
No, that's not a surprise at all.
But the thing is, now that rap and like certain R&B acts have become so popular that they can't include them.
Yeah,
they find a way to make it valuable to them.
Of course. They're not going to let this happen without something being advantageous to them. Yeah. Like the Grammy board isn't going to allow hip hop to be as highlighted as it is within the show if it doesn't somehow benefit them, financially.
Yeah.
So, just because they run this shit, that's it. But I'm not surprised that this is the case with the Grammys. I've never, since it took I think when we were younger, we realized something about that show wasn't right.
I only ever watched when I knew there was like a performance that I cared about that was.
Yeah, I only really cared about the hip hop, highlights, like whoever wins whatever artist of the year or hip hop artist of the year, hip hop album of the year. And I think I realized, like, man, there's not much of that culture being represented because you would see only a couple of awards, and then you would only see a couple of maybe one performance.
Yeah,
maybe. Nowadays, because hip hop is so mainstream and main culture, it's almost inevitable that most of the acts are going to be hip hop influenced.
Well, yeah. Now it's the biggest culture in the world.
But they still don't like to award as much of the awards that should go to hip hop or a specific type of hip hop artists if they can help it.
Yeah.
So like that's the Macklemore Kendrick conundrum that happened. Why Kendrick didn't win, why Macklemore won over Kendrick. Well, let's point out a few of the features of the Macklemore thing. Macklemore's white, Kendrick's black. Boom, right there. But also
boom, done.
But also, I mean, Macklemore's got a lot of pop influence in his album that it's white friendly or quote unquote white friendly.
Yeah.
Kendrick's album is about a concept album about his coming up,
right?
Coming up in a disenfranchised area, and they don't want that highlighted, so they give a Macklemore the award instead of a Kendrick, who would deserve it more.
I mean, everybody knows that Macklemore really did not get more votes than.
And if he did receive more votes, it's more votes in this secret room of voting that goes on.
It's like the Electoral College.
Yeah, it doesn't matter much.
Yeah, but regardless, there's the one thing the Grammys is doing at least well-ish. Hopefully, I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but they're doing a Nipsey tribute.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
I know you got DJ Khaled involved. You got YG, who was recently arrested and then released. We could talk about that later.
We don't have to talk about that. That's none of our business.
Yeah, for sure. And then John Legend. And I think there's like 2 other people involved.
You mean the people's sexiest man alive, John Legend? What would I do without your
smart mouth?
Drawing me in and you.
That's hopefully
kicking me out.
I'm about to kick you out right
got
now.
My
wow. The fuck out.
Kick spinning.
Kick my kicks out too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I can't kick you out. I know those aren't the words, but you just said them and it worked well.
Okay, I drew the duck blue because
never seen a blue duck before, and to be honest with you, just want to see a blue duck.
Oh well, here let me just.
Congratulations, Billy. You just passed the first grade.
We can run through some of this. Just
Billy passed the first grade. Oh, what a glorious day! Billy,
I wonder how it works, like turning down microphones and shit.
Billy Madison way.
I think he's trying to get a Grammy nom. That's not gonna happen with that type of shit.
Something's wrong with your medulla oblongata.
All right. So outside of like the Nipsey tribute, I don't really want to give the Grammys too much time. But best R&B album, real fast.
I was just gonna ask you who the nominations are actually.
So 1123 by the BJ Chicago Kid. I haven't heard it.
I think I mean, so I haven't heard this album as much as the last one, but what I've heard, I've enjoyed.
Yeah, I fucks with BJ.
So just run through the nominees and then we'll.
All right. And then Painted by Lucky Day, Ella May's self-titled album, PJ Morton by Paul, Oh wait, no, Paul by PJ Morton. I'm sorry, this is backwards. And then Ventura by Anderson .Paak. That's for R&B.
Those are some good artists. I haven't heard all of those projects.
Me neither. I've heard 3.
If I could guess, maybe LMA.
It's gonna be between LMA and Anderson, I think.
Yeah, Anderson .Paak had a pretty good year.
And Ventura is a really great album.
I haven't heard it. Well, maybe I heard a little bit of it, but I don't remember too much.
Because I think he released one and then he put that one out afterwards.
It's a lot of music that comes out, man, and be sneak shit, so you don't really know all the time. You'd be like, oh shit, when that would get released?
And iTunes doesn't really make it easy to figure out specifically what you're looking at.
Spotify does, but Spotify, you see the date, you'd be like, when the fuck did this release?
Well, that's the thing. They put out the year, and I'm like, I don't know. And then a lot of albums that like we would be interested in, they don't put them on their top page, right? So you got to go and search for the artist to find
That's
the
happened plenty times. You're like, what the fuck, man? I think Griselda's had a couple of occasions where that's been the case, and Currency as well.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yep. Absolutely. You got to be like a Kanye to get a front page title. Stupid. Let's see. Best rap performance was J. Cole, Middle Child, The Baby, Suge, Dreamville, Down Bad, Nipsey Hussle, Roddy Ricch, and Hit Boy, Racks in the Middle. It's a great song.
Yep.
And then Clout, Offset, and Cardi B.
I don't know who's gonna win off that one. What else is it? What else?
Yeah, I don't know. Then best rap / sung performance, Higher, DJ Khaled, Nipsey, John Legend.
That may get an nod or an award.
Yeah. And then you got Drip Too Hard, Lil Baby and Gunna, which is a really big album, big track.
Yeah, there's a lot of big tracks actually.
Lil Nas X's Panini.
I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
Mustard and Roddy Ricch, Ballin', and then Young Thug, J. Cole, and Travis Scott, The London. That's a big track too. I don't know. That's it's between Higher and The London probably.
I think off Nipsey's the momentum of what the night's gonna be for Nipsey. They may give him. He may clean up this year. This year coming up.
Yeah, it's definitely likely. Which good. I mean, he deserved it.
He deserves it.
Let's see. Then best rap song, Bad Idea. I don't know who. Like they give you the fucking full name of the person that you find in the credits in albums. Like I don't know who everybody is, but Corday. So I think YBN Corday probably.
Corday.
And then
that's that.
Chancellor Bennett.
He may actually win YBN. That's that young kid who's pretty good at hip hop and everything.
It has their actual names at the end. So YBN Corday and Chance the Rapper. And then Gold Roses, Rick Ross featuring Drake.
That's a nice little song right there.
A lot Jermaine. It has Jermaine Cole at the top. 21 Savage and J. Cole.
Jermaine Cole. That's like when I seen the Royce to 5'9".
That shit is hilarious. And then Racks in the Middle got another nom for this one. And Suge, The Baby. No.
I would like to see Nip clean up. What was the album of the year? We said that.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just go to album of the year.
Best rap album here. Revenge of the Dreamers 3. Championships. I guess I should give the name of the artist for those who may not be aware.
You might want to.
Revenge of the Dreamers is Dreamville. Meek Mill, Championships. 21 Savage, I Am Greater Than I Was. Did you see you heard the Uncle Murder year-end wrap-up, right?
Yeah.
When he was talking about 21 Savage. He's like, we found out 21 Savage from the UK. But now doesn't he look like he's from the UK? Like, yeah, actually he does.
I know that you mentioned it.
Super looks like he's from the UK now.
And then you got Tyler,
he wants some tea and crumpets right now.
And then YBN Corday lost.
I think probably Meek. And what was the first one?
Revenge of the Dreamers.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Meek. I think Meek's on a very high momentum with his year as well.
Yeah. I think 21 Savage also is probably up
I don't think so.
As well.
I think that's a Meek award right there. Meek's had too big of a year, and he's in it.
Yeah, but think about who
he's in
the
with,
electoral colleges.
Meek's in with too many white folks. He got Robert Kraft on his fucking side.
Because he has Jay on his
side. Why was Robert Kraft at the
fucking
fucking Rock Nation brunch? That was hilarious. He was standing in the middle of all them. I was like, what is this shit? There was a picture. He was next to 21 Savage, UK ass, and 21 Savage. It looked like he had his hand like like it wasn't around him. Like it was like it looked like he was meaning to not like fuck with dude.
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But no,
See a picture of Jadakiss.
the Jadakiss picture. Like, dude, Jadakiss looks like he doesn't have a barber.
He looked like he stopped growing at 14 and just remained.
That outfit was terrible, dude. Like, I don't know who dressed him, but it wasn't great.
I don't know, but
I think
that's like the theme there.
The thing about him is Jadakiss is usually like pretty fresh and like
pretty swaggy.
Yeah, except he doesn't look like he has a barber. Like, it looks like he doesn't. Like, why doesn't he get a nice little taper or a lining that? It just looks like, dude. Do you remember
bad having this conversation because
do you remember
what I look like under this head?
Yeah, but come on, he's rich. Do you remember the from Smallville, the black dude from Smallville's lining?
Yeah,
it was terrible, right?
Yeah.
It looked like he needed somebody to help him out, right? Like, it looked like he had never been touched. And I mean, if you've watched Smallville, you might know what I'm talking about. I forget dude's name.
Yeah, me too.
But he had really bad lining. Regardless, it's kind of like what Jadakiss is. And if we did good editing, Adam would pop it up right here, but he's not going to because Adam's not good at editing.
Did anybody at all ask him that question?
Well, we're talking about it. But yeah, so I would like
we're not talking.
I would like to say that Jadakiss definitely could have done better.
He wasn't looking.
I'm just saying.
They all had like they all had like linen suits on.
Yo, everybody was like in this like. It looked like everybody was so happy there.
Yeah.
Even Griselda was
fucking
there.
Shangri-La for rappers and shit.
Yeah, dude. Griselda was there, and like Rihanna, her newly freshly single ass, was there, and everybody was taking pictures of her. Probably like, man, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, man. And speaking of Griselda, I've been super like, I can't stop listening. I've been watching a lot of like their interviews on YouTube, just trying to learn a little bit about them and shit.
Yeah,
because they're I didn't know that Benny is younger than Conway and West Side. He's their cousin.
Yeah,
and his brother who passed was their age, and he was the one that was like on this shit,
right.
And I didn't realize that at first. So I didn't know that West Side was like the mastermind behind it all.
Yeah, I was listening to some Sway in the Morning interview with them. Yeah, I don't know. It's like there was a lot of points. I always laugh when I hear that. I'm like, all right, go off.
That's like, when is he gonna stop? When is he gonna stop? Because he did the rap rate. No, car test with Elliot.
Sounds like he did the Kendrick song was like do 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 do.
Yeah, that's his own version of do 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 do. It's just boop 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 boop. But it's because his voice is so like kind of higher pitched that it works so well.
Yeah,
it's like boop 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 boop.
They've been a great consistent group for or not even a group. They're just a label mates.
You know what's interesting is that Vivi's brother-in-law, his brother is he raps. He's opening up for them when they're here at the end of this month, February. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I may try to make it to that show.
Yeah,
I may try to make it because that's gonna be a hard show. That like
making it to the show isn't gonna be the issue. Making it out of the show,
is gonna be the issue. Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Fortunately and unfortunately, Griselda brings out the murderer.
No, they're one of my they're my favorite shit to listen to now.
Yeah,
like
for
there's
sure.
just for sure, dope shit. Shout out Griselda.
Yeah.
Shout out whole Griselda gang. Boom, 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 boom. All right, I'm done.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. There's got to be some. Hang on a second.
Yeah, so we're back. We got interrupted for good reason. We had to confirm something. We're not sure of it yet, so we won't do the irresponsible thing and talk about it.
Right. Let's just hope that it's not true.
We'll hope that it's not true. I think we were talking about the Grammys. I think we were just about to get into basketball, to be honest with you.
Probably. So before we do that, then let's talk about, guess there's not much to talk about in way of sneakers right now because we both pretty much had these on.
Yeah,
recently.
we haven't tried this week.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So
we didn't try this week, but no, this basketball All-Star break's coming. That's actually here in Chicago.
I believe since the last time this podcast has convened, Zion has had his coming out party.
Yeah. Zion came out. He's
not as gay, but he's
not as an alternative lifestyle human being, but also is just one that is a great basketball player.
I don't think that's better. I don't think saying an alternative lifestyle human being is any better.
Is it not?
No. Why do I have to be living an alternative lifestyle? This is my lifestyle.
I just mean to mine. I'm sorry. Anyway, so listen, we don't. You know us already. We don't mean anything by it,
right?
No, he came and he played well. I think in both games. I don't know if I think they won the second one.
I don't know. I just know his first game was
first game was decent. I think he scored 17 in the fourth quarter or something like that, which is
he
cool.
had 4 threes consecutively.
Yeah,
broke the record there.
4 for 4. So that was dope. I will say he looks heavy when he runs up and down the court. Right, yeah. He's a big dude. Now that I don't know how well he carries himself. I'm not him. Right, I can't tell you how it feels to be this guy who's 270 pounds and fucking 6'8".
But in all fairness, there used to be a lot of those guys in the league.
Yeah, but they weren't as athletic as he is.
Well, yeah.
He's
maybe
a
they were.
Combination.
It just wasn't that kind of a game.
He's just a combination of things that we've never really seen, and the problem with that is he's too big for a lot of the equipment. He busted out of shoes. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
So when he's running up and down the court, he doesn't look very nimble. Now, I know he is. He's able to jump high and be very acrobatic and whatnot, but he's big, dude.
Just because nimble doesn't mean not clumsy. And
he looks big. Clumsy. He just looks big. That's all. So I know he's going to have to drop some weight to be comfortable and to really be successful because I think with that weight underneath him, his
knees are limited.
Yeah, his longevity is going to be compromised.
Yeah.
For sure. So... Yeah. I hope that he does well though. I don't want him to not be successful in the league.
I like that he came out so far and has lived up to the hype and didn't look like he was just not an impact player from day one, So he came out and he some of the hype that was built around him was for good reason.
Yeah.
People wanted to write him off fast after he got injured.
So there's a couple things. One, I'm sure there's some sort of scouting report, but it's not a very thorough or complete one, I'd say. So teams were sagging off him at the 3-point line, and I guess the thing is, when a player is just now entering a league, the league doesn't know too much about him in terms of scouting and what his tendencies are. What his tendencies are.
But I would think the goal would be to just shut him down.
What his favorable this is, what his least likely move this is. So,
but you got a good sample of him playing in college.
True, but college allows more than the NBA would.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is you get a scouting report of somebody who's played after you've got a sample size of games that they've played, a certain amount. So what happens is I think... Now, not to take away from his talent, I just think that teams weren't playing as the craziest defense on him. The Spurs didn't seem to be playing any defense.
Yeah, but when you have all that hype built up around a big player who's supposed to make a lot of noise in the league, generally the first thing you do is start shutting that person down, right? You're not trying to let them come in there and make an impact on you as an NBA player because there's a lot of ego involved.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know if they. You have to. So the thing is, they have to respect the fact that he has a shot now.
Right.
Before, I think they sagged off because they didn't know that it was.
They thought he was just a driving.
Yes. So that's all I'm saying. He's developed the skills, and they have to respect it now. But this is going now. Okay, shit. 2 games in. Fuck. Zion can hit a 3. We got to now respect that and play true D to him, and we can't sag off. And hope that when he comes down low, we have something to slow him down or stop him.
Yeah, because it's like that Derrick Rose syndrome below the free throw line. What do you do? As soon as he gets past the line.
Derrick is my favorite finisher in the league. A lot of people have told me no, but whatever. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Speaking of him, what is it, 11 games straight now?
Yep, 11 games straight.
Over 20 plus points. He's been 8 or 9 assists. His efficiency's been high. His minutes have been still pretty restricted in terms of management.
Yeah.
And he's doing his thing. I heard there's teams that are interested. I heard Lakers. I've heard Philly, I believe, and I've heard the Clippers.
Yeah, I heard the Clippers more than anything
else. The Clippers I just heard recently. Somebody also threw around the idea of the Pelicans, which might be cool.
From what I understand, the Pistons said unless he requested a trade, they're not willing to deal him for anything less than a first-round pick.
Which, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're trying to win now and you are the Clippers, why not?
Right.
I'd like to see him go to the Clippers. Honestly, I wouldn't mind him on the Lakers either. I'm okay with it.
No, I don't want him to be on the Lakers.
My thing now is, more than anything, I just really want to see Derek succeed. There's a couple of things I don't want.
I'd like him to be part of a brigade to bring down the Lakers.
So there's a couple of things I don't want to happen. I don't want him to go to a team and just get a ring. I want him to contribute. I want him to be an important piece to the team.
So the Clippers have Kawhi and who else?
Paul
George.
And I don't know.
It sounds like they can use a good starting point guard.
Possibly so.
You know what I mean?
Listen.
You know what I mean?
I just want Derek to go to a team where he has a chance to win and show off his abilities in the playoffs. Because Derek in the playoff is a whole nother monster, and he hasn't had enough of that yet. He's gone, but he hasn't gone. You know?
Yeah.
And I want him to have that a couple more years at that.
Yep. He should be in the All-Star game, but I don't think he's a.
I think he's going to be a reserve.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a reserve, and I also he's in the skills.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's not the All-Star game. That's All-Star. Which, by the way, the All-Star weekend is in here.
I said
Chicago.
That right before you stop. Fuck face. Yeah, All-Star games here in Chicago, man. Last time it was here, I think it was 85, 86.
Probably because it's never happened.
No. It was the maybe.
Well, no, because the United Center wasn't around in the 80s.
No. It was at the Chicago Stadium. I want to say it was the dunk. Because it was the dunk contest MJ won. I think maybe 88.
Wait, which one? The one
when we were in Chicago.
Dominique?
Yeah. Might be 88, 87, 88.
Yeah. I think.
Either way, that was the last time that the All-Star game was here.
Right.
I don't know that these events are fit for Chicago.
All I know is I'm going to stay the fuck
away from there.
Yeah.
Because all the people that are coming in here, man, from... all the fucking Instagram hoes to the celebrities to the celebrities.
I'm going there.
They ain't gonna look for your non-groomed ass. They're gonna
listen. A man in a beard though, but like not any man. Me.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Grizzly Adam. Oh, that's your new AKA. I've been trying to come up with an AKA for you. AKA Grizzly Adam did have a beard. Yep.
It's the whole thing?
Yep.
The whole thing is Grizzly Adam did have a beard.
No, your AKA is Grizzly Adam. I've been trying to come up with one for you.
Okay, Grizzly Adam. I'm going to come up with...
It's got to be clever, dude. I'll accept it if it's clever.
Listen.
Grizzly Adam is fucking... You know what I mean? Grizzly Adam is
not even clever.
Grizzly Adam is fucking clever.
It's a play on words.
It is. You can't... It has to at least be a play on words. You can't just say, this is it. Come up with something fucking clever. Grizzly Adam.
I got you. Okay.
Anyway, so the last time it was here, I was getting to the fact that I don't think Chicago is a place where you can hold like a Super Bowl, or you can hold. Now you can theoretically hold it here, but what I'm getting at is it's all when the Super Bowl's in January, or no, beginning of February. I'm sorry. The All-Star Game's in the middle of fucking February. So
Chicago is going to make so much money.
It's cold.
They don't care. They want the money out of it.
That's fine. But what I'm saying is that it's not like when you have the Super Bowl in Miami, or you have the All-Star game in Atlanta, or even New York, right? Because there's no...
No, you can't use New York.
I'm saying what I'm getting at is we're not a showbiz-friendly town.
We are, though.
No, we're not.
We are,
what are we good for, cats?
In theory.
Cats in Hamilton? Listen, we're not a showbiz-friendly town. There's not like just random fucking celebrities walking around downtown. They know better. That's not a thing you do here. And also, why would you want to have a thing like this?
Never flex in front of poor people.
A huge event like this, right?
Yeah.
And you bring all these people to town. It's not warm enough for people to enjoy the city. You can't make money like that. That's what I'm saying. So if you're gonna have,
I think they're still gonna make money though.
of course they're gonna make
Like
money.
a bunch of money.
Are you telling me it's as much as they would make if it was a warm time in the city? Like,
Yes.
If
Because
All-Star game, no, hell no. If the All-Star game was held in fucking July, Chicago,
well, yeah. I mean, okay, yes, for sure.
that's what I'm saying. I don't mean like
But
compared to March.
but I don't think in this scenario it makes a difference because you want to obviously move the All-Star Game's location around so that not every fan base is isolated for 30 years.
Of course.
So the amount of people who would have loved to have come here and they or go see the All-Star Game but they couldn't because they weren't close enough or whatever, they're within shooting distance now.
The problem with these type of events are the people that live here are really not really able to afford what's going to happen during that weekend.
Yeah.
Markups at bars for deals and
but the
hotel rooms.
The hotels love it.
Yeah, hotels their rooms go up in price, the ticket prices go up, the concession stands go up. You can't afford shit, man. Premiums on fucking Ubers everywhere. You got literally you just got to stay home.
You're better off getting the fuck if you're not going to the All-Star weekend,
just
you're better
leave.
off getting the fuck out of town.
Leave the town. Because I mean, and I know we sound like the old man, but like honestly, I
fuck
think
them kids at the same time.
Dude, honestly, I think if you were to speak to anybody in a town that lives in their town, right?
Which most people do if they have a town. Well,
if you were to go and survey people who live in Chicago, New York,
right,
any big city,
yeah,
when these big ass events come,
yeah,
and all the tourists that they draw, and all the fucking people from 4 suburbs over that claim to be Chicago but ain't Chicago and come over as well,
yeah,
all that really does is draw you a headache and more cash out of your pocket because all the businesses realize that they can charge a premium because the people that come here they don't live near here, so they got to stay in this room. We could charge them 3 times the amount because they got a little money,
Yeah. Yep.
Anybody going to these games only either is a celebrity or is very successful.
Yeah.
Or ain't very fiscally responsible.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna find me.
It's very easy to fall on that side of things.
I'm gonna find me a baby daddy tonight.
I'm sure we've discussed this, but yeah, I'm one of those not very fiscally responsible people. So
yeah, but you wouldn't be dumb enough to fucking pay thousands of dollars for a ticket to go to a sporting event.
No, that's why I didn't go to prom because I said I'm not spending $1,000 for a night. And then I just went out after prom was done to the after parties and shit.
That's always good, I guess.
It was a better decision, I think.
I went to prom. Prom was all right. We'll have that that discussion on a later date.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, did you see Antonio Brown got arrested after that video?
Yeah, I heard that they're going to do now drug testing and psychological evaluation just to make sure he's okay, which he definitely is not.
Yeah, they want to make sure they got to check for the CTE stuff.
Yeah, but
they're not allowed. They're not able to check for it.
You can't detect that until you're able to look at the brain after the person has passed.
Yeah.
So that's crazy in itself.
I'm sure they'll develop some kind of test for it, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about. I think he got released since then.
More than likely, but I think that again, the psychological evaluation and the drug testing.
Yeah. He was another one whose mugshot looked a little crazy to me.
Got James Brown looking like a Thundercat. That was a funny line from Mike Epps.
Yeah. There's something else in sports. Eli Manning retired.
Yeah, he did.
I thought he retired already.
He came back for one more year.
So he did retire.
He came back for one more year.
And then
retired.
He came back.
Yeah.
They're
talking about him being in the Hall of Fame, and he took 2 Super Bowls from Brady, so I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I think I had a discussion with somebody earlier if he was Hall of Fame material.
If you take 2 from the GOAT of your era, if you take 2 from him and you've now got those 2, meaning he's got 2 less,
it makes the GOAT like nobody did that to Jordan. Nobody took him down on his throne.
When Jordan was eating, everybody had to wait their turn.
Yeah.
I'm eating right now, bitches. Yeah. But Jordan, there's so much on the other side of him. But like, I'm gonna eat that too. 6 championships later, he gave him bones and shit. Like here, Here's the wishbone, bitches.
He's like, it's kind of disgusting now.
Flick. I don't need a wish. I already won all of them. Fucking.
So yeah, I guess I have no argument with him not being in the.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeter got in the Hall of Fame. He was 1 vote shy of a unanimous decision.
Right.
I believe he probably should have gotten unanimous. You know.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Like, it could have.
Was MJ unanimous? He had to be.
Sure.
If you vote,
they didn't even like take a vote. They were like MJ's Hall of Fame.
Right. This is the year MJ's going to be in MJ's Hall of Fame.
Like nobody else is a Hall of Famer this year, just him.
Dude, to even have to vote on that would be like, this is dumb.
Yeah.
This is like
this is where I work.
It's like Congress like voting over things we know should be a specific way, but they just want to be dumb.
Let's take a vote on whether we should allow chemicals from yoga mats to be in your bread. Yes? No?
Yeah. Like, who thinks we shouldn't? Be like,
I guess we gotta call Subway.
Fuck. Now we gotta call these people. It's gonna be a whole thing now.
I really think that's what it is. Like, some cops will let you go and won't write you a ticket.
They don't want to go through paperwork. Fuck all that. They're like, nah, I'm good. I'm straight.
Yeah. That's what you can always count on, If you're speeding but not speeding, you might get away because they don't want to.
I don't want to fucking spend the next 4 hours.
Like, I didn't even want to chase you. Like, the fact that I had to come and like pull you over was inconvenient. I was really hoping you'd slow down as you drove by.
You didn't see me.
Yeah. But yeah, they're gonna retire Eli's jersey. I'm sure they'll retire Derek Jeter's jersey if they haven't already.
Oh, most definitely.
I don't know anything about baseball.
They'll captain my captain.
Yeah.
That dude's got a fucking hit list on his in his back pocket that is crazy.
Yeah.
That list is probably really nice. Ones we don't even know about.
It might be.
He just puts like a underline. He just like fill in the blank. He just puts a whole bunch of fill in the blanks. I know who.
Man, am I glad I called that guy.
He's like, I know who fills those blanks in. Hoes.
And on that note, do you have anything else we need to get to?
I don't got shit, man.
All right. Well, we've given you enough today. We're gonna go and do some research. But
yeah,
hopefully we don't even ever have to talk about it. So we'll see. But we're gonna go ahead and just say thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Kiona and Kasson
episode
podcast.
76. Yo,
pick up sticks.
Episode 66. Pick up sticks, bitch. Pick up sticks. Pick up.
Oh, bitch, pick up this stick.
Pick up sticks.
We'll see y'all on episode number 77.
Peace.